May, so I thought we would do another plan with me video, but before I get into the new month, I wanted to go back to April for just a second and touch on a couple things. The first is that someone left a comment saying they wanted to get into planning, but they didn't think they were busy enough. Complete transparency, I usually show you guys my busiest weeks because I think that seems the most interesting to film and to watch, but my planner is not always jam-packed. Some weekends I don't have a lot going on. Some days at work I end up not creating a to-do list and I'm just catching up on random things. And then with Jared traveling, I haven't had to be as meticulous with meal planning. So I've been using these longer stickers. I mentioned these in my April favorites video and just covering it up. So my planner is not always jam-packed. And I think even if you don't have tons of business meetings or tons of PTA meetings and soccer games, I still think planning is a wonderful resource. Whether you are an electronic person or a paper person, just having everything in one place and a place to get everything out of your brain and either onto your phone or computer or onto a piece of paper, it just provides me a little bit peace of mind, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense. Another question I got asked is what happens if I don't finish everything on my to-do list, and that definitely happens, as you can see here. I just leave it unchecked and I carry it over to the next week, and it doesn't bother me because I think that's life. The washi that I'm using this month came from me and my big ideas. I talked about it in my April favorites video. They all came in a roll together with one other one. It's a larger floral pattern that's in my tape dispenser right now. So what I used washi for so far, the small floral pattern is showing days that are a part of June. The green is showing Jared's traveling, and the kind of light purple and white one, which I think is really cute, is showing the days that I'm gonna be staying with my grandma next week, which I'm really excited about. As usual, I'm using flag stickers to show work appointments, circles to show personal things, and then something new I'm using for the first time this month. When I placed my order for some May stickers from the LucKaty Etsy shop, these, I don't know what you call them, like box stickers, day box stickers, were brand new and I thought they were a great idea, so I bought one for every color scheme. How I'm using them is for days when it's something really special or it's a day where I have lots going on. Like Saturday is a work event, and then right after that is Karen's birthday party, and a lot of prep needs to go into both of those things. So I used one there, and then later in the month I am over the moon excited. If you've been with me for a long time, you know that a few years ago I did the Joyous Health 10-day detox, and it was huge for me, and I still use some of those recipes. I learned so much, and I had fallen into some bad habits, and it was really random, but it was one day I was thinking that maybe I should do a little bit of a reboot because I still had all of my paperwork from that. And I got an email from Joy telling me about this new class she's offering, and she asked me to be a part of it. And it's called eatWELL, and it's 6 weeks, I think. I haven't gotten all my class literature yet. I think that's shipping out a couple weeks before the class starts, so it should be coming soon. I think it's gonna be amazing. It's all about nutrition and really diving in. There's lots of live classes, so I'm so excited about that. I'll probably talk about it in an upcoming video and kind of share what I learned, but those are the two things right now in my month that I'm most excited about. Clearly May's color scheme is very heavy on the purple, so to start out the month, I am using the Dewberry kit from LucKaty. I think this sticker right here could possibly be my most favorite sticker I've ever put in a planner. I think it's gorgeous. I've noticed this shift with me this year. I haven't filled out my mission board yet, but I've been really not putting as much on the mission board and focusing more each month and just really honing in on a couple things, and I think it makes me feel better. So this month really is going to be all about eating well. With the class coming up, I want to be really mindful about everything I eat and eat really clean. That way when the class starts, there's not a lot of ramp up time. I can just dive right in. So I'm really excited about that. At time of filming, it's Monday, so I wanted to show you what my week looks like so far. I already went ahead and put in any events, and then I got started making some to-do lists and either drawing them in or using a sticker. I used a little bit of decoration along the bottom just for some fun. And then these little flags were actually a custom order I asked Katie to make for me. Let me grab that sheet. These are what the regular flags look like, and I love using those with these larger icons. I think they look really nice and makes the icons stand out more on the page. But I also have tons of these smaller icons. I love them, but I wasn't using them as much because I really like the look with the flag. So I asked Katie if she would make me some smaller ones so they were more to scale with these icons. I think these turned out great and they look really good. And I think Katie must have liked them because if I saw correctly, they're now listed in the store. So if you like the smaller icons like I do, I think these work really well. So I used these for 2 events that are coming this week. I have barely any food in the house, so I will definitely be grocery shopping after this. I just haven't decided if I'm going to specifically write out in my planner what night I'm having what dinner. It's taking a little bit of getting used to not having steak and potato boy in the house. So, I mean, there is more flexibility, which is kind of nice. So I might just get a bunch of ingredients and then just kind of make whatever I'm feeling like throughout the week. I will definitely be using the new inkWELL Press grocery list. I think it's super cute and I'm excited to use it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and then like I did in my last plan with me video, at the end of the week or at the beginning of next week, I'll come back and show you how the whole week turned out. Okay, here's my completed grocery list, and it's very heavy on this side, which I think is a good thing because it means I'm eating fairly clean, and I had more produce than I had space for, so I just went down here, and honestly, I'm not even sure where some of these things go, so I just made a judgment call. So I'm off to the grocery store. I think I'm just gonna go to my regular store. I kind of wanna go to Trader Joe's because I've heard people talk about cauliflower rice, and that sounds kind of interesting. I don't know if I wanna drive all the way there, but we shall see. Do you guys wanna see what I got Karen for her birthday? I ordered from the Detox Market again. I think their shipping is really fast, and I love how everything comes packaged. I think I'm gonna leave everything in this box and then just wrap it. And by me, I mean my mom. She got some new wrapping paper that is so cute. So I think I'm gonna bring this with me today and drop it off with her. But I got Karen, which look at me, what a great friend. I got her toothpaste and deodorant, but I promise you, I think she'll like it. I'm really loving this David's toothpaste. It's all natural, made in America. I think it cleans my teeth really well and it tastes nice and it's less gritty than other natural toothpaste I've tried. And then Karen loves natural deodorants and she's tried a ton. I don't think she's tried this one yet and it had really good reviews, so I thought I would let her try that. And then I love this Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator. It's awesome. So this was just a little travel size, but that's what I got Karen, face mist, toothpaste, and deodorant. Doesn't seem really fun, but I think she'll like it. Does this seem like an awful lot of food for one person? I don't know, it didn't seem like that much in my cart. I did go to 2 separate grocery stores. I went to Trader Joe's, a tiny bit of a fail. I asked about the cauliflower rice and the guy looked at me like, wow, you must be new here. You will never find cauliflower rice in the evenings, he said. He said it sells out so quickly. So now that makes me want to try it even more. What are you doing? What are you doing? I forgot, but I also went to Target. I didn't get much, but my chai mixes were on sale, so I got 2 of those. Been loving these Lara Bar minis. I really like the peanut butter cookie and the peanut butter chocolate chip. They're great and they're the perfect size. And then this, what, why must you always? Seriously, the most loving, needy cat ever. Oh my word, what? Meow. This I didn't actually buy tonight, but I thought I would mention really quickly. I got this last week and it's a new plant-based protein powder that they're carrying at Target. It's called Aloha and I bought the vanilla bean. It's really sweet. It is sweetened with a little bit of coconut sugar, but I think it's really good. So far so good. I'm happy with that. And then non-food related, I did buy the Wet n Wild setting spray. I try not to use setting sprays all that often because they're not the best thing for your skin. Most of them have a lot of alcohol in them. But if you're having a really long day and you're somebody with oily skin who has a hard time getting their makeup to last, I think setting sprays are amazing. So I try to use them sparingly. And this one I'm actually really, really impressed with. Sometimes I think people wonder about Momo. She's just so quiet. She's my good baby and she sleeps most of the day. And this one has energy enough for the both of them. It's now the next week and there has been a slight change in the backdrop. It's not my usual black table because I'm over at Gammy's, but I still wanted to show you how everything came together. And I do like the color scheme. I like that little bit of added pink. I ended up having a really nice weekend. Jared came home very late, like at midnight on Friday night, and then he had to be up super early Saturday morning because we had a new AC system put in. The work event went great. I always build things up in my mind, but it went really nicely. And then Karen's birthday was so much fun. Since I was staying at Gam's house, the girls came over here and we cooked the birthday dinner at Gammy's. It was fun for my friends to meet Gammy for the first time. And then I don't know how this worked out, but Karen ended up doing most of the cooking. And it was her own birthday, but it was a delicious meal and it was really fun to celebrate her. She liked the gift, even though my family thought it was weird. I got my friend toothpaste and deodorant, but that is me and Karen's friendship and I think she really liked it. Then Sunday was Mother's Day and I added a little bit of decoration just for fun. So now it is Tuesday. I'm still at Gam's. I think she's slowly killing me with all the walking. Yesterday we walked over 8 miles and my legs felt like noodles, and this morning I haven't even left for work yet, so it's still pretty early. I already have 6,000 steps, so hopefully I will still be here next week for another video. I'm planning on finally doing my favorite brushes. I put that video off for a little bit because of the Zoeva brushes that I bought myself for my birthday. I really like those. I just wanted to use them for a good amount of time so that I could wash them again and again just to make sure they held up. So I think I'm ready to do that video, so I'll be back next Wednesday with that. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and thank you so much for watching.